beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Tales podcast with your friend Ankita Juneja, back again with another amazing episode for all of you. Before I move forward, I would like to request you, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and be part of this tribe. Your presence means a world to me. Let me tell you something interesting. It's 2 a.m. Yes, it's a midnight, and I wasn't able to sleep. I was just reflecting on certain things, and as I was trying to fall asleep, I got this inspiration and clarity, and it was as if someone out there needs to hear this. And I felt so good as I reflected on this, and I was like, okay, even if I am half sleepy, let's go and record in this voice itself. So, sorry if you find my voice little different, a sleepy one. So, the inside what I found was, sometimes we say why this is not happening, that is not happening, why certain things are not turning the way we wanted. You know what answer I got to this question of mine was, we only get what we are ready for. Is this simple? But let's dive deep and understand this concept a bit more. When we are given things which we are not prepared for, we might lose them. We might not know how to take care of it. And the funny thing is, we keep on imagining and dreaming big. There is no harm in that. But if we are not energetically matched with that thing, we will see delays happening. I'm not saying like things will not happen or you will not experience it in your reality. It will definitely happen. But for that to happen, there will be a lot of shift that is going to happen. And as I'm saying this thing, I'm just laughing. My eyes are just closed because I'm also sleepy. But why I'm laughing over here? Because I have seen this pattern and this shift in my own life where I was desiring a lot of things. I was sensing like there is a lot of change. There is a lot of things that I want to see in my reality. But what I found? Before that thing come to a reality, there were a lot of things that was actually shifting. There were this energetic shift. There were this change in my perspective, my thought. I was not vibing with the things which I used to vibe before. I was not considering the things which I used to consider before. There was expansion in my energy. There was expansion in my aura. And let me tell you one more thing. This episode is actually going to go deeper, but I'll just let word flow through me, and it can be little longer. So if you're enjoying, just be connected. We'll see where this conversation goes. So let's continue. So what I found? I was like, I don't know, I'm not just resonating with a lot of things lately. And that was making me question about everything. Like why I'm not liking certain kind of food, for instance. Why I'm not vibing with certain kind of people, for instance. And answer to this was just simple. I was expanding. I was growing. I was evolving. I was looking for something which was beyond the things which I am not used to of. And whenever you want to grow, whenever you want to expand, firstly you will see that expansion happening in your own energy too. You will see that certain things will not feel good to you, which makes to feel you wow probably at one point of time. There might be certain people whom you used to just love talking to or hanging out with or just having a conversation. But as you will grow, you will see like your mental energy is looking for something else. You're feeling like connecting to more new people. You will feel like you want to go to different places. Yes, in my case, I'm a luxury designer. I started realizing like the kind of project I want to work in, for instance, the kind of people I want to associate with are just different. So these are certain things that will happen with you when you are expanding. And even your lifestyle, your habit, little things that used to be like a normal, which used to make you feel good, you will realize like certain things are just not going well with you. And change is not just going to happen in one area of your life. Change will actually happen in all areas of your life when you are calling in, which is bigger and expensive in nature itself. And also you will realize like even if you're given certain things, and if you're not prepared for it, you will just know like it will come, it will be there for some time and it will go. I'm not saying that thing will go forever. It will go so that you can expand and be energetic match to them. For instance, if you have high profile client who are expensive, you will see that you have to match to their level to perform and work with them. They are not going anywhere. They will be there. More like them will come. but that will only happen when you are vibrational match to work with them. Similarly, this concept you can apply in any area of your life. I have taken example as a client because that what you will see. You have to be like them to work with them, in short. Similarly, when you want to become fit, when you want to grow in life, you cannot just be surrounded by junk food, right? You have to start adopting to a healthy lifestyle, then only you will become healthy. And the reason I'm bringing all this to your awareness is because it is easy for us to feel disappointed when certain things are not happening. Maybe in our timeline, maybe when we want it, but you will realize as you keep taking action, as you trust the process, you will realize there are certain changes that needs to happen before you reach to that point. Because it's not just about reaching to that point, it is about leveling up even more after reaching there. It's about leveling up one after another, and that can only happen when you actually evolve as a person. That's why there are delays that we experience in life. I have shared certain things in my videos also. There were a lot of things I wanted to do, but I realized like certain things are not going my way. You know what one thing this year has taught me? There were a lot of things I needed to work upon and level up, and I realized like as I'm doing that, as I'm accepting certain things, as I'm becoming more open to possibilities, I am seeing like, okay, now my mind is becoming even more curious to know like what next, what else can be there. But I was only able to see all these things because even to see these things, I have to let go of so many things. My habits, my routine, my lifestyle, maybe the way I used to think about certain things. That's why I think it is said that universe doesn't give you what you want. Universe actually gives you what you're ready for. So if you're experiencing certain delays or setback, know that you are getting prepared for certain things to happen in your life. It's not like you won't get or you won't have that thing that you're desiring for, but to have that thing and to enjoy that thing, it's two different things. Having something and it's gone, I don't think that what we are aspiring and looking for. When we want something for long term, when we want something which is sustainable and to enjoy that thing, we have to be vibrational match to it. This might sound woo woo, but I think the woo woo is nothing but a reality too. We just have to start seeing certain things from a different perspective. And you can only see that when you actually just let go of the control. I realized with certain things, I was freaking out on many things, but it was not really needed, because what really needed from my end was to surrender, not just try to do everything. Because once you surrender, once you take help of universe, the energy, whatever you believe in, you will see that things are not that bad, the way you think about it. It's not like, the world is actually crumbling, because if that happens, you and me won't exist in this world. So it's we who are just assuming certain things, and we feel like, okay, certain things are not happening the way we want it. Lately I came across many people, because I was out there, I realized everyone want everything to happen instantly. Everyone has this common dialect which was like, I want certain things to happen certain way and things are not happening the way I wanted, that's why I'm just feeling this or that. And everyone has this saying like, time is running. Yes, time is running, I do understand, but you also need to understand, until and unless you don't match vibrationally, until and unless you don't work upon yourself, you won't be given that thing, no matter how hard you try. Firstly, work upon yourself. Firstly, adopt that change. Firstly, you need to be prepared to handle that kind of pressure and that kind of commitment which that thing is going to require. Because if you don't have that commitment to show up or to dedicate yourself to that thing, eventually that thing will be gone from your life. It's a reality, and that's why everyone is struggling with lot of things today. Because of societal pressure, we do certain things and then we realize we were not ready for certain things, but because of certain pressure, that thing has happened in our life, and now we don't know how to handle it, because at first place we were not even prepared for that thing. That's why it's a preparation process that goes into everything. Yes, it might sound like nothing is happening, but if I tell you, in hindsight, lot of things are happening in background. You are not the same person as you used to be before. Either you accept it or not, you have changed and you have evolved. And if you're connected to this channel, I'm even more sure about it because this channel is all about growth. I was having this conversation with a friend and I came to know like how much even this channel has changed and it has grown. So I think we all are evolving. It's just we don't see it because what we want to see is always different than what is actually happening. And also I want to address one more thing over here, which one of you have recently asked me about. It will be great if this podcast actually comes in a video format. I really appreciate that suggestion, to be honest, and I was just thinking whole day how I can do that thing. But what I realize is this is so deep and raw. It's altogether a different tangent I go into that what I feel. At the moment, I'm comfortable keeping it as an audio format. The reason I started this podcast is because I wanted to have even more deep conversation with all of you, where I'm just processing and I'm just channeling and I'm just delivering the message, considering like someone out there needs to hear this as it is. So as of now, this is going to be in a podcast format, but if you enjoy me seeing you, you can just watch my video content. Those are equally authentic and it's like my heart to heart conversation too. But energy of podcast is way different and it just gives me flexibility where I can just come up at midnight and just show without even thinking like, okay, I need to do this, lighting and all those factors which comes in consideration while recording video. So I love you so much. Thank you so much for your suggestion. It really means a lot to me and I genuinely appreciate your feedback and your suggestion. But I think like as of now, podcasts should be in the audio format. I don't know, in future it might change or it might not change because I really enjoy this format being in audio. So I want to keep it that way. But I love you, my friend, for sharing this with me. I really appreciate you. So on a concluding note, I want to say you one thing. Be energetic, match, and most importantly, trust the process. Nothing is happening against you. It is happening for you. Everything you're desiring will happen if you're consistent, if you're committed. One of the beautiful thing I realized was life will test you 100,000 times to see how committed you are. Not just in your career, it will test you in your relation. Even the closest bond which you share, it will test you 1,000 times. I am not even using 100 because it is that difficult and it is meant to be that way to see how committed you are, to see how much you are willing to have that thing in your life. And that's why sadly I see like a lot of things crumbling and breaking because people are not actually committed to that level. Either it's your career, relationship, or even your family relation, whatever it is, it requires you to be committed and committed without questioning. I heard beautiful thing today. A faith is something which is like 0 or 100 and you have to have 100 level of faith to actually see anything happening in your life. This is the power of commitment and having faith in life. And if you have these two things, I'm sure whatever you are trying to achieve, you will definitely have it one day, as long as you have faith and you're committed. This conversation was something way different, to be honest, and I'll just keep it raw and authentic. But trust me, this is something which just needed to come out through me, because what I found was I was not able to sleep and I was like, okay, I'll go and record this podcast so that I can sleep. Yes, it's around 2:20, 2:30 now, but I'm feeling so good doing this. And this is the power. Once you love what you do, you don't see time, you just go and do it. And I wish and I pray that each one of you out there find this thing where you're just showing up and you are just doing things. Thanks a lot for staying tuned and being till the end. I know this was the longest one up until now. Your presence really matter and it just shows how committed you are. So thanks a lot, my loves, for being till the end. I'm looking forward to connect with all of you in my next episode. And please, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and be part of this tribe. It just motivates me and helps me to keep doing what I do. So thanks a ton for your presence and your support. It means a world. I'm looking forward to connect with you in my next episode. Sending you lots of love and light. Signing off from my side. Until next time, keep shining bright. Bye bye.